Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of Extinct Bricks Originals, Halloween Edition. And for this very special episode, we'll be featuring a tutorial on our Cordyceps infected Utahraptor, The Last of Us inspired edition. But first, it's actually a collaboration between our friends Chavero Bricks, Ice Dragon, Mechanic Tiger, Paleo Lego, Dino Custom, me, Mr. Micro Serratus Customs. And here is the beginning of our Utahraptor infected Cordyceps. And so for our holiday special, and as you know, we're actually doing a collab with some of my friends here. I wanted to make it a bit special for you guys, and since I really like watching, Last of Us, where we get to see Cordyceps in play on several, infected individuals. So we're going to do that and apply that on our dinosaurs. So this is our victim. Our large Spiroraptor here will transform into something like this. Alright, so it'll have a ton of details on its head, slowly growing, Cordyceps also on the back, on the thighs, and also on the rear area over here. And of course, we're going to make it, unconventionally scary for a Lego figure. Well, I hope I pull it off, guys. So, let's enjoy the journey with me. So here's the base figure we're working with, and I just went on ahead and reduced the tummy area so it looks skinnier than the usual. I also added some articulation on the neck. As you can see here, that's a ball and socket joint, as well as that on the arms. And yep, I just maintained the legs. I can make those sounds. Oh yeah, and I drilled some gaps on the upper head here, so it looks like it has that upper palate cleft, like the clicker and in the series. Alright, so this is my base for the raptor that is infected. Cool, right? Alright, so here's where we are at in terms of doing the clicker raptor. Adjusted the arms, hollowed out the head here so that we have more, space for our mushrooms. And yeah. So I have here added a lot of details already on the clicker raptor. I might make some changes before I do the primer in this one, but nonetheless I think I'm happy with the overall look to this one. May not be very scary at the moment, but definitely once this is painted, then we'll see how it's going to turn out. Okay, so here's our clicker raptor that have already been primered, added a few more details of mushrooms here and there, and yeah, it's now time for us to paint this bad boy. Already looking creepy. And now that this is all prepped up for painting, we will now be starting with application of colors. So we have some acrylics over here, different sizes of brushes. We also have some markers for when we are going to detail the figure. Of course, some water and our mixing panel here. We also have this hair dryer just to hasten up the process. And yeah, also some raptors here I brought out just for inspiration for what actually is this particular raptor before it was infected or infestated with the fungi. Alright, so let's start with the painting. So first up, I'm painting the entire figure with this what do you call this, cream beige like color all over, because I wanted to mimic the colors and also the deathness, if there's such a word, of the clickers in the Last of Us series, as well as that in the video game. And the actual people that are invested with the Cordyceps actually do not live anymore, but they do have, you know, the fungi controlling their minds and also their bodies. So I wanted it to have that dead color later on, and will just be, you know, as that would be the base of our entire figure. So this will be the base color, including the fungi that we have here. Of course, we will be painting different colors on the fungi form, because they're some would have certain colorful, you know, patterns and all that, and we're going to do that all in this figure. I'm quite excited. So after some thoughtful consideration, I'm thinking that I'll be using the Utahraptor as the pre-infected raptor. So for the Utahraptor, I guess we're just going to put it aside, and we're going to take reference on the colors of the Utahraptor, since the Utahraptor here is based off from Philippine Eagle, of course, and I wanted to pay still homage on that one. So of course, here are the winners for Guess PC contest. We have the Lucky Picks. Here they are: Ice Dragon, Aiden Stevenson, KM Zaffrey, iTie Channel, Kingzilla the Destroyer, Unofficial Jurassic World, Bakoni, Dafal Pichana, Juan Vargas, Edward Hope. Congratulations everyone, and of our top 10 winners, I'm Juan Iowa. I don't want to be here.
Top 8.
Gacha to lock the Green Wolf Boy.
Top 7.
Gavin killed Tarasina.
Top 6.
Prehistoric Special.
Top 5.
Margot.
Top 4.
Fictitious Bricks.
Top 3.
Custom Bricks TV.
Top 2.
Gabriel Elkins.
And
And
top
Prehistoric
1.
Life. Congratulations everyone, and I'll see you in the next Guess PC contest. For those of you who'd like to join, here's how. Just click on the Extinct Bricks icon, it will lead you to the Extinct Bricks homepage, and the homepage just click on the community link to see all our posts. This is just a mixture of some blues, different colors of blues, and some raw umber. I know it's a different color, but I wanted it to have a darker feel on this particular raptor, and some of the skin, some of the some of the unfeathered skin will also be coming through on the upper sections, as you know, some of the feathers have already fallen off and things like that. So I wanted to have a grimy feel to it as well. We're going to paint on the areas with the same colors, such as that of the legs, of course, the hands and the arms will have the same color, and of course these portions of the head, of course, because technically most of the areas of the head have already been infected, and you know, there are also areas where the lower jaw is also infected, and you can see here some outgrowths as well. Now to continue on with the details, so I'm painting in some raw umber on certain areas where previous feathers have actually attached to. So you can see that there are much more feathers on the alive, I would say, on the living Utahraptor compared to the infected one, or the Cordyceps infected Utahraptor. So we're just going to do that in sections. Of course, on the wings, on the arms, the legs here would also have the same treatment, and then of course the back, and the tail, of course, and some areas of the neck. Now I'm going to overlay and paint on some of the fungi elements, but later on we're going to go over it again with the fungi details or painting, so it's okay to overlay on that. Right, so now we're going to add in the colors of the individual mushrooms, and this is going to be a bit painstaking because I added a lot of them on the figure. So we're going to coat them one by one with this flesh and yellow colors. So you can see that it's almost peach and yellow. To be honest, I added here what do you call those? I added, it's not reflecting so much on the camera, but it's really is, I mean, it really is a color that is a combination of peach and yellow. So it's bright, but it's going to look you know, what do you call that, grimy, and also a bit mushroom like in appearance when we apply it on our figure. So we're going to paint this individually, each petal, I would say. I don't know what these are called, but yeah, we're going to paint them individually. So we're going to take a look at it after it's been painted. So here's how it looks like after we have added in the cream colors on the parts of the fungi. Now we're going to detail the cordyceps itself. So in one of the what do you call this? In one of the references that I have, the inner corners, or the basis of the cordyceps is actually a colored purple violet. So we're going to add those here on the base of each of the petals. Now this is quite hard because we did pre-colored each of them before attaching. Probably in the future we can do that, but for now we're using this very fine brush to put in the details like so. Now if this dries up and it's not very it's not very dark, then we're going to darken up the center area to make it look like it's hollow, like almost that it's a deep, you know, there's a deep hole in it, and you know, it's kind of gross and icky. And now for the final details of our clicker raptor, we have here a mixture of orange and some, you know, unbleached titanium and a drop of black just to dull up the colors. And we're going to paint this on the edges of the mushrooms like so to make the mushrooms even more mushroomy. If there's such a term for that. Yeah, so it outlines the edges of the infected or the mushrooms on the infected raptor, and that actually sums up the details. Although we're going to add some more details to this one, of course, just to make it more very true to the actual series and film or video game, I mean. That should be the end of our tutorial video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Again, this is a collaboration between several artists, and please watch their videos as well, guys. I have listed down the names of and the channels, the links of the channels of my collaborations in the description box below, and also in the beginning of this video, so please check it out, guys. I will also have part 2 for this one, so stay tuned on my channel to see the final outcome of our clicker raptor from The Last of Us. And that should be it for our part 1 of this video. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next, or in part 2. Also, please do not forget to support our other channels, Ibisoy Universe, The Adventures of Moira and Usher, and Tito Mike's Kitchen. Please watch their videos and also support them by subscribing, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and as we always would say, let your inner dino break roar!